Hey guys, what's going on? Project Mayhem here, today bringing you another FIFA 17 video. This time it's going to be a 10k hybrid between Barclays Premier League and the Liga BBVA, or as it's now known, La Liga Santander. So we're going to get straight into it, starting off at goalkeeper, which is Victor Valdez, who actually used to, funnily enough, be in the Spanish league, but he now plays for Middlesbrough, which means we get the best of both worlds, a Spanish player, but playing in the Barclays Premier League, so that's great for links. So his stats are a triple 80, which is his diving, handling and reflexes, with an 84 positioning, which is pretty high, and 77 kicking. He's 6 foot, which is a minimum height needed, I suppose, as a keeper in the large nets, and his save technique is traditional, and he was only 850 coins, which is a bargain for an 82 overall. Now moving on to our left back, we have Van Aanholt from Sunderland. He's only 75 rated but has a blistering 88 pace with 74 dribbling, 71 defending and 73 physical. His other two stats of shooting and passing are close enough to 70 to be an all-round player, and he's only 5'9", which is an average height for a full-back nowadays, and he was only 800 coins, so again another bargain, especially with that blistering pace. So now moving on to our two centre-backs, which are Hernandez from Leicester City and Alvaro from Villarreal. So starting off with Hernandez, he's got 73 pace, which is pretty high for a centre-back. He's got 79 defending and 76 physical, which is, you know, average for a 78 rated player. He's also Spanish, which again helps link with our next player, who is Alvaro from Villarreal. 72 pace, 76 defending, 77 physical, and I bought him for 350 coins. He's only 5'11", which is below average height for a centre-back, but he's still tall enough and has that high defensive work rate compared to the medium attacking work rate, which is what you always want. 350 coins, and Hernandez was there around 750 coins, so you know, not too bad for high pace centre-backs. Now moving on to our second full-back, our right back being Kappa. So I bought this guy because he has blistering pace, which is 87 again. So both fullbacks have high pace, but I didn't realise he actually has 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills, which is absolutely brilliant. Because when he goes down the flanks, that means you can still use skill moves, just like a winger. He has 87 pace, which is, as I say, blistering, very high. 77 dribbling, 79 physical, and the rest are close to 70 stats, which makes him another great all-round player. Only 700 coins as well, and the average height of 5'8" again. You know, Van Aanholt 5'9", pretty close. Now moving on to our CDM, which is going to be Obiang from West Ham. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Again, Spanish, linking up with both sides. 76 overall. He's 6'1", so he's pretty tall, which is good for a central defensive mid. He's got 76 physical, 74 defending, 72 dribbling, 74 passing, and 68 pace. So near enough an all-round player, and he was only 600 coins, which again is pretty good for his stats. Now moving on to our left mid, which is Montero. Now again, as you can see a bit of a pattern, you know, full-backs and both the wingers both have very high pace stats, which Montero has 90 pace, which is amazing. 82 dribbling, which is again is really good. 71 shooting, 73 passing and 67 physical. 67 physical is average for a winger. They seem to be quite weak, but that's because they focus on dribbling and running down the wing, I suppose. He's only 5'7", which again, you know, it's not such a big deal on the flanks. He's not going to head it that much, and he's got 4-star, which is great as well. And for only 700 coins, that really is a bargain. So we now move on to our right mid, being Rodrigo. Now he actually is a right winger, but there aren't many right mids in the Liga BBVA that are cheap with 4-star skills and decent pace, and as you can tell, I like to have pacey people on the flanks. So Rodrigo has 84 pace, 79 dribbling, 76 shooting, 70 passing and 62 physical. Again, quite low physical, but not such a big deal. He's got 3-star weak foot and 4-star skills. Again, 4-star skills on both of the right flanks, which is great. He's 5'11", which is pretty tall actually for a winger, but that only helps with his physicality. And he only costs 600 coins, which again is a great buy. Now moving on to the best player probably of the team being Bojan. Now that might be surprising to some people because he only plays for Stoke, and this season Stoke aren't doing as great as they usually do, and they're just a mid-table average team. But on this game, Bojan is absolutely insane. He seems to be everywhere, and as you can see, I've actually played some games with him, and he's played 2 games for my club and scored 4, so that's 2 every game, which is really, really good, especially for just a cam. He's 82 overall, 77 pace, 83 dribbling, 73 shot, 78 passing, and let me tell you, 77 pace, it feels so much faster. He honestly does, and I guess that's to do with his attacking work rate being a high-low, which is absolutely great. That means he's always pushed up the field. You can always rely on him to be there in attack when you need to pass it on the counter. He's also got 4-star skills, which just is great. And it says that I bought him for 1,400 because I've had him for quite a while now. I just haven't played on Ultimate Team that much, but he probably goes for about 900 coins now, so you know, you can probably get him cheaper than that. Now moving on to our 2 strikers, being Danny Ings and Callum Wilson. Now Danny Ings is again a very fast player. He's got high work rates, which means he's forward and backward constantly, so to some that might not be good, but to others it can be useful. You know, he's everywhere on the pitch, in the attacking half, of course. 3-star, which is decent, you know, for a striker. 4-star skills is probably the max you're ever going to get, and the odd 5-star skiller, so 3-star will do. He's got 86 pace, again a fast player, 78 dribbling, which is pretty good for a striker also, especially if this sort of cheap calibre. He's got 74 shots, 63 passing, which is average for a striker, and 70 physical, which again is pretty good, especially alongside 86 pace. And he only cost me 750 coins, which again is an absolute bargain. He's actually a really good player. Now moving on to our final player, which is Callum Wilson. He's also got 3-star, which again is okay. You know, it's perfectly fine to have 3-star as a striker. 91 pace, which again is amazing, and you know, as you guys can tell, I absolutely love pace, and in this FIFA it's more predominant than last FIFA, but it's still not everything like it used to be back in the days of FIFA 14, FIFA 13, FIFA 12 and so on. They were all about pace, but now it's a bit more passing, a bit more tiki-taka if you like. So 91 pace, which is amazing, 75 dribbling, again quite good dribbling for a striker, 73 shot, which is average, and 78 physical, which is actually pretty high, so that's really good. And he only cost me 1,200, but again, I've had him for quite a while, so you can probably pick him up for about 800 coins. And that completes the team, guys. 100 chemistry and an overall rating of 79, and this brings us to the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching, subscribe for more content, and be sure to drop a like.